wait. So we got this one. Yeah, let's just
Yeah, we're gonna like wrap it through it.
let's just go into let's go into the last two
Yeah,
Aprils.
yeah. And then, all right. So, yeah, we're back. Sorry about that. For anyone who's back, apologies. Literally had to run, take care of baby. Then, internet just decided to crap out. Um, so we talked about last year's April. Let's talk about the two reveals. And, oh, thank you for joining us back, Cody. Yeah, how I can't escape anyone. So let's talk about what was revealed today, because the first thing that was revealed was we had Ultimate April O'Neil. This was talked about last, I want to say Comic Con, or maybe it was New York. But
Yeah.
they talked.
So it was New York Comic Con
Yeah,
where Randy and I think Trevor was there too, where they announced that the new Ultimate April, was going to be coming later on this year, 2023. Um, and so everybody's been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. We finally got our look at her as the finale to April's April Takeover that they've been doing all month.
right.
So we finally got our new look at the new Ultimate April O'Neil action figure that's coming.
Yeah.
Uh,
She's gonna come with
and
all
it,
the accessories that the original April came with, but some more. She's gonna come with a frame of Agatha marbles, her
Aunt
aunt.
Aggie.
Yeah, a book of the hare and the tortoise, which I thought was pretty cool. She's
Whoa,
also
whoa,
gonna
whoa, 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 whoa. Who pronounces it the hare and the tortoise? It's the tortoise and the hare.
um Fred Wolf in the first episode wrote the hare and the tortoise.
Mm, convenient.
I know. She's also going to come with like a little vice grip, because like we have to have her captured. Um, and then like and a new like snapping piranha plant. And then she's coming with this time. She's going to have three heads. Like really season one looking with her facial features, and then one of them is gonna be her blindfolded, because we have to have April captured, because that's pretty much it was every other episode, as we discovered as we watching this, is that April just keeps getting captured.
I mean, it was the '80s. It's kind of what they do.
Right. Right, exactly. And she's gonna have a total of 7 different pairs of hands, which I thought was pretty interesting. I liked it. Um, is she going
And
to be
so
taller or shorter than the new one? We don't know yet.
so we've got kind of an idea. So this has been kind of a big discussion all day, is how different is this April from the old one? Because when the original had come out, the biggest complaint that I had seen was that the head was too big.
Right,
Uh, which, yes, the head was too big on that body because that body was actually too small.
right,
And so with this, the body is a little taller.
right,
From what I can tell, because I've been staring at pictures all day,
right,
from what I can tell, it is the same torso as the original. It is the same arms as the original. It is new legs and with the new head.
right. And she definitely has a
Um,
longer neck. Um, I
and
mean,
so I don't think the neck is longer. I think we're just seeing more of the neck now because the head is so much smaller.
gotcha. And no, you could be right. You could definitely be right about that. So
Yeah, like I'm not 100%. I've only been staring at these pictures all day and
right,
they're not super helpful. Part of the big thing with them is that the um, one of the pictures that we have, because NECA posted like a neat little video, and what was actually kind of cool is that this is actually NECA's 100th Toon TMNT figure,
yes. Thank you
like
for mentioning
just
that.
in the Toon line,
Yeah,
which is incredible.
yeah,
But the they posted a picture of of the new April standing next to Ground Chuck, which is one of their taller figures.
Oh,
Um, like at least taller as in like it's a big, cow man.
right.
And so that figure, so April's standing next to that one, and she's kind of looking him right in the eye. So she's pretty tall. And somebody on the Foosh forums, I didn't see his name. I think it was. I'm not even going to try to think because I saw it in um, when I looked at the picture. He posted his original April next to Ground Chuck, and that one is definitely shorter.
Oh,
So it does seem like okay, like they are doing like a different like she is taller.
right.
Is what was what I was trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, to be honest, I like the design. I mean, I will say this. I'm not one that was mad at the first design, but I do think that this is a better design. That I personally, I think this is definitely one I will add, and also like for people who missed the original April, at least they have like another way, another chance to get like because April's like one of a main character and everything. It's good that we're getting her again and as Mike mentioned, I completely forgot. Yeah, this is our 100th figure. Our 100th Tomb figure, and which is actually pretty cool. It's a really cool milestone. I'll also say, out of all the April reveals we had all month, this is probably going to be the first one to get released because this is pretty much the one. Like everyone, all the other ones has been either concept art or renders. This one actually looks like a finished product, so I wouldn't be surprised by like this summer we start seeing her in toy shelves or like a pre-order happens pretty soon.
Well, and so that's what kind of like threw me and a couple other people off was not only did like we see her and all of her accessories earlier, um, there was a photo that had leaked last week showing a bunch of figures in like a warehouse.
Oh,
Um, Assuming this was NECA's, and there was a pink Ultimate box in there that I couldn't figure out what it was for. It was just blurry enough that you couldn't make out what it was.
okay.
Um, but looking at this, uh, I did finally figure it out, and I was like, oh, that was this April.
Right, right, right.
um, so that was kind of cool, and so the fact that she's already in like a finished box
Yeah.
is really really kind of neat, and shows that she's a lot further along than a lot of people would have thought. So hopefully later on this year, they didn't give a time frame or anything
No.
on when this figure is supposedly going to be dropping. They didn't. They just kind of mentioned, just keep an eye on the socials,
Yeah.
which isn't really an announcement of anything. It's more just kind of like a hey, like it'll be out eventually kind of
Right,
thing.
right, right, right. Exactly. It is like more of a. It is going to be out eventually. But yeah, out of everything that was announced today, this is like the one that's going to be like the first one we see in stores, and then the our final April reveal is a new movie realization. Basically, it is
Try that again. Try that again. Try that again.
realization.
There you go.
There you go.
So this one, because Jason didn't even know this was announced afterwards.
No.
So after they did the lives, or after they did the announcement of the new Ultimate Toon April, NECA Blaine from NECA hosted a little live on Instagram where he brought in Judith Hogue to reveal this one, and this was kind of just a neat little chat between the two of them,
Right.
where she kind of talked about a story how like when she came on to film the Turtles movie in 1989, like the show had just blown up, and she was kind of talking about how she didn't really know much about the Turtles until like her friend Robin Williams
Uh-huh.
told her more about it. And so
If
as she
you
did her
watch our interview
research,
with her, she talks about
mhm,
how she got introduced to the series before she started the movie, and it is by
yeah,
Robin Williams.
yeah. And so she talks about that, um, and she talks about how in her research she discovered the that April wore the iconic yellow jumpsuit, and she kind of talks about how they had tried to do that in the original movie, but because it was like a little independent movie made in the 80s, like they couldn't just get a you
Seamstress.
know well, yeah, they couldn't afford a
Yeah.
seamstress, and you couldn't just go on the internet and buy a
Right.
uh, buy a jumpsuit in whatever color and size that you need. And so they had found, like she was talking how they found a white one, and they had that had fit her, and she tried they had dyed it yellow, but in the dyeing process it shrunk on her,
Mm.
and so ultimately it was cut from the movie because it was deemed too revealing, which is
Right.
it was just a funny story.
Yeah. Yeah.
She then they will then pivot into like how she has she always sees these cosplayers at conventions that she goes to, and how they all have their own yellow jumpsuits, and she just kind of wanted her own. And so that's when it is revealed that they have designed a 1980 or 1990 April in a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And it was
So
kind of funny because it was something that Blaine had kind of worked on by himself,
right.
uh, where he took like an Ellen Ripley figure from their Aliens toy line, had put the Judith Hogue head on it, and started painting it yellow. And he had posted it to his own Instagram, like his own personal one.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, Randy and Trevor at NECA both like got on him about it, and they're like, "Hey, we weren't ready to reveal that yet."
Yeah.
Already, and so which kind of spoiled to him. He's like, "I didn't know we were working on this."
Yeah.
Uh, so it was just a fun thing all around,
Right.
and so it was really cool how they got this kind of put together. And she's based on like a concept of April from the original movie, but she's also got some of like that arcade April, like the old original arcade cabinet, how it had that April on the side. It's kind of based on that as well.
Yeah, that's
And
actually
so
where
she,
her camcorder came from. Is because the camcorder is actually the exact camcorder that April model was wearing at the Konami arcade, and
yeah,
like
and
the one
and so they,
accessory that this April comes with that I'm the most excited about is that she comes with a arcade cabinet of a made up arcade game called Pizza Time, and on the side it's Pizza Face from like the classic Playmates figure. So I thought
yeah,
that was pretty cool. I like that. She also comes with a microphone. None of this is like all they had was just basically mock-ups right now. Even the box that Blaine was holding was just a paper box. It was just a mock-up. The figure that they gave Judith was not a finished figure, and she was actually in the live stream. She was like talking about how like, oh, let's I want to change some stuff, some things in there as well.
mhm.
I will
Yeah,
say,
because they if you look at the figure, it is just the original Ellen Ripley figure
yeah,
with a belt on and painted yellow. It's like it even has the same like Reebok shoes
right,
um, from the movie. So it's very much in the early prototyping stages,
yeah,
which they talk about in the live stream. So there's no like release date on this just yet,
no,
but it is kind of a neat novelty figure
yeah,
um,
it is definitely
that
not.
I have to think that this is probably going to be an exclusive.
So,
Um,
okay, this is what I'm thinking actually. I don't think I don't think this is going to be exclusive. I think because since this is not based off the movie, I think this is going to be one of those that they could release everywhere because uh, it since this isn't movie like related. I mean, it's movie related, but not like movie. I don't think they
mhm.
need that that store uh, that store exclusive with this one, and I think it's going to be in that same sense of the universal cross monsters, where we could just see it in every retail shelves, because of the fact that this isn't in there. I will say, I mean,
See, like it could be that, but what I was meaning by exclusive is I think it could be like a San Diego exclusive.
right? See, and to be honest, it could be. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be mad if it's a San Diego exclusive, but I'm thinking, I'm thinking the opposite. I think this is going to be a like a regular release, that like it's not going to be exclusive to anything. That's me personally, and we'll find out.
Mm.
I mean, to be honest, it would make more sense as a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, but we know from like history that they don't really reveal those until World Turtle Day, which is next month. And
Right. And so this would be like a really early reveal if
right,
this was
if this
that
was, yeah,
case.
yeah,
Um,
if that was that case, yes. Um,
but yeah, it I don't know. It's such an out there concept and design that it's like it almost feels like it would have to be like special as an exclusive.
right.
But yeah, so that is it for this week.
Yeah, I will say my only complaint about this, and I love Judith. She's a personal friend of ours, and she loves seeing our kids and everything. I'm tired of those same. This is our fourth April, and it's the same two Judith heads. They cannot like. Can they not get a new model? Like, can they? I mean, can they
I
not like?
mean,
I mean,
they
because
they they paid for her likeness. They are gonna get their money's worth.
I understand paying for her likeness, but we can get like another like facial expression at this point. Like we don't like she has more than two facial expressions. Like we
I mean, you're not wrong. That would be nice to get that.
yeah,
So,
that's my yeah.
um,
I mean, and me personally, I would have I would have loved a page tutorial. Like it just
Page Turco,
Turco,
Turco.
sorry, Turco. I would have loved that. I think we need to give her some love. And the only thing I will say that was also in the live stream, and it is very pointed out because he actually goes and picks it up and everything. There is the movie 3 time scepter. What that means, we don't know, but their movie
Yep.
3 time scepter was in the background in Blaine's office, and he actually like literally picks it up and moves it. So it like if it was supposed to be subtle, he did not make it subtle.
I
Like
didn't, and I didn't see it in the live stream, but apparently the movie turtles that he had on his shelf all had white eyes.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but I've seen a couple people mention that, so I just
Okay.
felt like that is worth mentioning.
Yeah, I thought the people were talking about the white eyes was the turtles on the cover of the box art. That's what I
Uh,
thought there.
so
Okay. But yeah, that is every thing that we have for the week for this week. Sorry for sorry for the internet thing. I'm gonna go yell at Comcast because it literally came down at the worst possible timing. But be sure to listen to the full audio podcast where we talk about the episode Don Tells Agree, which should be coming out either this Thursday or Friday. And be sure to listen to Ninja Power Hour to get caught up with Armageddon Game. Is there anything else you want to
yeah,
add here, Mike?
nope, that's it.